Hey, what's up, you? Ramble about ancient history again. My videos, I talk a lot about pie and piety, philosophy, and all that stuff, and of course religions. And I was raised Christian. I'm a bit of a pantheist because I realize at the heart of all the different world religions that there's this beautiful knowledge there, this wisdom, and it's embedded in the art, the architecture, and all that stuff, and it's all the same. It's all based on us and the universe. Sometimes it's really cool though when you find stuff in art that strikes a chord with the way you look at things. Like a couple of my favorite paintings. There's a depiction of Archangel Michael, and or it's Jesus as well, but you can clearly see, and I think I don't know when it was made, but it's like back in Romania, but you can clearly see this symbol for pie over the top of his head, and then there's an arc over it, which also makes it mysteriously look like a psychedelic mushroom, or a symbol for a mushroom, which reminds me, if you just take the symbol for pie and you draw an arc angle, or an arch angle over it, an arched angle over it, it looks like a mushroom if you were to cut it in half, looking at it symmetrically. And then there's another picture that floated around in some really old Bibles a couple hundred years back. I can't remember for the life of me like what Bible it was, but it's the final judgment, and it's got a depiction of the wounded Christ, and there's an angel on each side of him, and on one side the angel's got they're called the instruments of passion, and on his left side, I believe it's his left side, he's got the angel holding a spear, and he's marching off, presumably all the evil people off one direction. And then on the other side, there's an angel holding three very distinctive little psychedelic mushrooms. And he's carting those people off to the second heaven, or the heaven, the ethereal kingdom. And it's just cool when you study stuff and then you look back and you see that hundreds, thousands of years ago, whatever, people were leaving these messages behind that, hey man, I think there's something to this too, they're depicting the same kind of thing. It's great to get that idea. I don't go to church anymore because I never seem to relate with the understanding, the rhetorical or rhetoric side of religion, but I dig the Gnostic branch of Christianity, and I really get into some of those ancient teachings and stuff, but I saw something cool I want to share real quick too. I saw it on the back of, you can study the way the popes are dressed. They're usually dressed like mushrooms, or they're dressed like, their miters on, where they have the fish head for the age of Piscean god and all that good stuff. But I saw distinctly, I was watching the Eucharist ceremony, and on the backs of all of the priests, popes, whatever you have to call them, they had a very distinctive pattern of DNA, of the spiral DNA going down their back. And when I look around at ancient artwork, especially in places that are old religious places, I see symbols of ancient knowledge everywhere. I think everything we're discovering today, we're just rediscovering. They say modern man in this modern form could have potentially been around on the planet for 150,000 to 200,000 years with this brain capacity and everything. Yet we only have we can only look back so far. But I think most of the knowledge that we use today is based on stuff that was the ancients left for us. You know what I mean? And I don't know. That's about it. I want to wrap it up and make it short. Bye. Have a great day, people. One love.